It was a wonderful experience. But before that, when they approached me, as you said, I was a little skeptical, a little excited, curious, because I didn't know, that was the only recording I didn't know what I'm getting into when I entered the studio, my own studio. What's going to happen today? Completely a blank slate.
So you went in with a complete, just open mind.
The best way to do it.
Yeah.
The best way to do it is go with a blank slate. Do not judge anything before you experience anything. You experience it and then you take a call. So I had a fantastic time. And what happened before the use of AI and sandbox, and what happened after the use of AI sandbox are two different
Okay,
things.
let's dig a little deeper on that as well, because your experience, and I can't wait for you to see the film, the experience when you were, seeing it as an experimental tool, your initial impression, tell us about the initial impression when you first started experimenting with it, and how, I want you to expand a little bit on how your perception evolved as you delved deeper into the suite.
See, I'm sure there are a lot of musicians over here, writers over here, creators, and they would agree with me that anything creative that you do, it starts off with a trigger. Everything is a trigger in life. It's like it's like having an empty canvas in front of you, and you want to start painting, but you don't know what you want. What is the first stroke that you put? You know, and that first stroke when you draw, that is what decides the rest of your painting.
So like a palette.
Absolutely. So one thing leads to the other, things start together. So usage of sandbox was an amazing trigger for me. And when artificial intelligence comes in, it thinks in a very different way for you. If I'm looking at this bottle from here, with my knowledge, with my parameters of logic that I have, with my knowledge and whatever I think, I can look at this bottle in a particular way. But somebody seeing it from there, it's a different angle, it's a different perception. And when I listen to that, I get very excited. Hey, this is a different perception altogether. It's a different idea. But at the end of the day, the decision is made by me. It's not made by artificial intelligence. So the decision to use, clips of music, stuff that is generated by AI, is decided by me. That is my intelligence, and not by artificial intelligence.
Okay, I like that. I like that contextualization very, very much. And it reminds me, so when you did Breathless, which was obviously your solo work, many years ago, you were using MIDI as well.
And that was a revolution. People, they went crazy when MIDI came. Oh my God, this is going to destroy me, and my career is over, and all that. And everybody's using MIDI now.
It's just commonplace, but the way I look now also at this evolution of technology in the studio, it's almost like MIDI 2.0. Would you concur?
MIDI of the mind.
MIDI of the mind. I love that.
And I feel, you can clap for that. It's And I'd be very honest to confess that usage of Gen AI like Sandbox, it's like having a friend with you. A friend that guides you, that prods you, that takes you in a particular direction and helps you nurture
Gen AI as a friend. I love that. As a companion to help with the creative process.
And AI is here to stay. I'm telling you that. Absolutely.
You heard it. It's here to stay. And it's going to continue to evolve because we haven't finished this product yet.
Absolutely. Sandbox, I'll talk about Sandbox, what we used. Some things about Sandbox, fantastic. Means my jaw dropped when I heard certain musical interpretations that came out of that. But some things were absolutely, for lack of a better word, amateurish.
Yeah.
It was completely not even basic. You need to work on a lot of. So it's an evolving process, as you said. So I'm sure that the creators, the musicians, the artists who use platforms like this, it will be like a lovely give and take relationship and then we'll come up with something, and we'll evolve products like this, which will use. I mean, it's like an architect having the latest kind of technology to depict the 3D image of this room. You know, you don't need to sit and you use that, but at the end of the day, it's the architect's creative brain that decides this is what I want, this is what I don't want. How can I do this? Can I do that? But these are tools that really help you enhance your creativity.
And we can't do this without this kind of input from artists and creators like you. We simply can't. I mean, over the last 25 years, music and tech has not always been on the same page, which is why the artist input here is so integral and so fundamental to the development.
See, if there's an artist who's got depth, who's got aesthetics, who's got knowledge of music, who understands, I'm not talking about somebody who doesn't understand music at all. So I think an artist who understands music, who's learned music, who understands the aesthetics of music, if he uses artificial intelligence responsibly, I repeat, responsibly, it's a great friend, pal to have in your life.
That's a great way of putting it, because responsibility is at the core
Absolutely.
of our ventures here. Look, lovely segue into the future. So looking ahead, based on your experience with the Sandbox, AI Sandbox, and your broader understanding of Gen AI technology, how do you envision these advancements really changing the way you and